10 signs that you have mental strength above most others. When things in our lives change quickly and for the worse, we often have to show how resilient we are. Whether someone loses their job, the end of a relationship, or the news that you have a disease or illness that makes you weak. We all have to deal with problems, and how you handle them shows how strong your mind is. It's not easy to have a strong mind, especially when you feel stuck. But every hard thing that life throws at you gives you the chance to get through it and come back even stronger than before. And if you can relate to any of the following, you have a stronger mind than most people. Number 1, you know how to balance emotions and reason. Many people have the wrong idea about mental toughness. Many people think that having a strong mind means being without feelings. That's not the case, though. It needs you to feel all of your feelings and use them in a useful way. It's only a problem when you think about them too much. If you know how your feelings affect your thoughts and can accept the way things are. Most people don't have as strong a mind as you do. This means that you are more aware. When you have empathy and a practical mind, you can make better decisions in general. Number 2, you know what your weaknesses are. We're all people, and people make mistakes. But people with strong minds can admit they weaknesses without making jokes or comments that make fun of them. They are sure that they are good at what they do. Whether it's trying to be perfect, being shy, or how hard it is for you to stay organized. Being honest about your flaws is important. Actually helps you do good things. Recognizing your weaknesses not only makes you a better person, you get better at delegating, and it pushes you to learn useful skills. Number 3, you're in charge of yourself. Rather than waiting for things to happen to you, you can make them happen. Then you have a stronger mind than most people. The attitude of going with the flow usually stops any real growth. You know that to be successful, you have to get out of your comfort zone and make chances for yourself instead of waiting for them to come to you. And the way to do this is to set goals, no matter how small. Number 4, you understand the meaning of commitment. People with strong minds will do something all the way through or not at all. They do everything all the way through. This means that you don't let setbacks get you down. In fact, you learn and grow from each challenge. So, you have a better chance of reaching your goals than those who give up easily when things don't go their way and let failures and criticism get to them. Number 5, you find a good balance between self-improvement and accepting yourself. When we're trying to improve ourselves, it's easy to lose sight of what's important. It's easy to forget how far we've come. But if you can find a good middle ground between working on yourself and accepting yourself, you have a stronger mind than most people. Number 6, you know that life has both good and bad times. People with strong minds know that life is not and will never be a constant state of happiness. There are good and bad times. You have a stronger mind than most people if you know that happiness is a state, not a permanent thing. You know that problems are a part of life and are ready to deal with them. In fact, you think that's what gives you more strength of will. Number 7, you are patient. There are a lot of get-rich-quick schemes and hacks to get more followers on the internet, but people with strong minds don't fall for these tricks because they know they can't last. Real change doesn't happen overnight, and if it does, you can't believe it. If you have a strong mind, you don't see life as a race, but as a long journey. So, you don't mind waiting and being patient? You can handle short-term pain if you know you've done the work and can look forward to long-term gains. Number 8, you're kind. If you have a strong mind, you don't worry about money, resources, or time all the time. Most likely, you're willing to share what you know and will help anyone get better. When they do well, you are truly happy for them. Keep no jealousy or anger in your heart. Other people are not your rivals, because you already know what you bring to the table that no one else does. Number 9, you're a modest person. When you have a lot of power, you tend to brag a lot. If you are more mentally strong than most people, you don't need to show off your skills, status, or money. Even if you've done something great, you like to keep to yourself and work on getting better, rather than putting on a show. Most likely some of your friends and family members who live far away don't even know how successful you are. And that's because you know how important it is to do instead of just talk. Number 10, you don't focus on your mistakes. If you know that your mental state is based on how you feel, you are mentally stronger than most people. It depends on where you put your focus. Those who obsess over their mistakes in the past only keep feeling bad for a long time. You don't complain about your failures because you want to improve growth and productivity. You move on from your mistakes, but not before you've learned from them. Also, when you find yourself in a similar situation, you'll know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Click the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell button. Thanks for coming to watch.